definitely want to talk football. We can't get, wrap this up without talking no football. You're one of my favorite people to, talk football with, even though you're a Cowboys fan. I see, that head ain't covering up that star. Oh, you got the koozie too. Oh, shit. All right.
Nah,
yeah,
honestly, this is how I feel. I'm pretty. We know the game the same way that I do. I think. I'm drinking a Truly, so cheers to you, my boy. But I think honestly, all right, this is how I feel. I think we genuinely, truly, like I'm not one of those biased Cowboy fans. Like, you know me, if we fucking suck, I'm gonna tell you. Like,
true that. You one of them harsh Cowboys fans.
Yeah, I love my team, love them to death. I honestly think for the first time in my 26 years, I think we're good enough to have a shot. Like, now, does Dak have to play better? Yes. Does we have some, but brother, one thing and I know, defense wins championships. So if you can't score on us, which I don't think with the pass rush and stuff we have and the way we take the ball away, like we have a shot to win every game. And unfortunately, I know that's hard. Honestly, I love y'all too, because y'all the same way. Like, as long as Mac Jones don't turn the ball over, y'all have a shot, bro, because y'all defense is so good.
I had a pivot. I had a fan free agency moment, man. I'm a Niners guy now, man. When Brady went to the Bucks, it was like the same time I was in the Bay. My high school teammate Kittle plays for the Niners. I was in the Bay. I got swept up in the Niner love. So but I feel you. I keep an eye on the Pats. But yeah, man. So I'm a Niners guy. I do respect the hell out of what Mac Jones is doing, and it's crazy how Mac Jones ties into the Niners. So. You know how it is when you listen. I'm a big sports radio guy. I like listening to sports radio, especially in the Bay Area. The Bay Area has some of the best sports radio in the country. And I was always listening to the sports radio in the Bay Area. And obviously they're going to talk about the Niners a lot. And leading up to that draft, because the Niners had that number 3 overall pick, everybody in the Bay Area, every sports radio host, every fan was like, "Don't draft Mac Jones. If they draft Mac Jones, I'm done with Kyle Shanahan." Like people was like up in arms. Like, if they use this number, if they traded up the number 3 pick and pick Mac Jones, I'm done. Like the Niners fan base was not fucking with Mac Jones at all. And now it's looking like they fucked up.
Well, because
we ain't seen Trey Lance.
I think he's trash, bro. I think he's trash. I ain't gonna lie.
He's trash, but I don't think he's Mac Jones. Like, I think it's going to be easy to say in 5 years who the right pick was.
I think Trey Lance is going to be, his ceiling is like Teddy Bridgewater to me. Like, that's I
like Teddy Bridgewater as much as the next guy.
But I just don't see it, bro. And I'm usually pretty good on quarterbacks too. Like, I have a pretty good quarterback. I thought Mac Jones literally, bro, he looked just like Brady. He moved like Brady. He throw like Brady.
He does.
He's like, bro, he's like, bro, because like, and this is what made me really like Mac Jones, bro. When we played him this year, bro, Randy Gregory and them were killing him. Like, power driving him in the ground, everything, bro. He'd get up the next play, like none of that shit ever happened.
He's a football player, man. Like, not all quarterbacks are football players. And somebody who played the game, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like, what I guess I'm getting at, like, Mac Jones, like, seems like he'd be playing linebacker or whatever the fuck, tight end.
He came to play football.
Yeah,
just to play football. Yeah.
Like, some guys, I mean, even all the great quarterbacks, like, if it ain't quarterback, they probably playing baseball or basketball or, you know what I'm saying? But he gives me the vibe of a football player, and that's what guys love about Mac Jones. Like, that's my takeaway.
But it's scary for me right now, I think. And, like, I don't think, like, okay, and like, this is what I always tell everyone, too, like, especially being a Cowboys fan, like, and you probably get this, too, like, like, you used to being a Patriots fan, even a Niners fan. Like, bro, when you're a Patriots, Niners fan, Steelers fan, like, we get the scrutiny that other people don't. So, like Dak Prescott can literally, like, last week he went, like, 28 for 37, threw for 250, threw 2 touchdowns and no picks. And it's like, he played like shit. And it's like, well, Brady fucking just got shut out 9-0 and threw 2 interceptions and had 100 yards and no one says anything. And I think, like, the media is a little bit different.
Hold on. let me quick little interjection there, just to play devil's advocate, because I'm not saying you don't have a point there. That doesn't make sense. What you just said is true and does make sense. However, just to present a counter argument, don't you think a guy like Brady, if anybody's earned like the quote unquote benefit of the doubt, you know what I'm saying? If anybody gets a pass.
Well, I'm a Michigan Wolverine fan. Like, Tom Brady's my favorite fucking football player of all time. Like, don't.
Like, it may not all be like media narrative. Like, Dak has come up short.
He got more to prove.
He has a few question marks. Exactly.
Yeah, I completely get it, right? I'm not taking that. I'm not taking that from him. But I'm saying even like Mac Jones, it's like he's won 9 games straight and no one talks about it on ESPN. It's like, what? How not? Like, he's a rookie quarterback who won 8 straight.
See, I'm a big Pat McAfee show guy, and they're always jerking Mac Jones's dick. So I hear enough Mac Jones talk for the both of us.
Well, I listen to. I'm a Colin Cowherd guy.
See, the Pat McAfee show, I love what he's doing, man. Like the format of the show and how it's different and new. Like I think 5-10 years from now, like I think he's ahead of the curve.
But honestly, I think that with the way our schedule ends, we'll probably end up the number 1 seed if we beat Arizona.
Over the Packers?
Well, we're gonna have a better division record because we're gonna sweep our whole division. So we won't have a division loss. So yeah, we do. but like
no, but it's the facts of the matter. It's
right. So it's like I think I was like looking at something today, and it was like if we went to the playoffs today, we'd pull the Niners. It's like if we, with the talent we have, if we don't beat the Niners, like we suck. Like
the Niners have had a sus season. I'm not a Jimmy G guy, by the way. So I may be like delusional about Trey because I know Jimmy G ain't it. So like I'm just like all I got left is Lance. So I gotta dance with the date that brought me. You know what I'm saying? But 2 quick Cowboys questions, real quick.
Sure.
First off, there'd be a Cowboy because I'll be real. I'm gonna go on the record. Like, I'm a notified. I'm a Cowboys hater. I'm a Cowboys hater and I'm a Lakers hater. Like I'm that type of sports fan. So like I admit it. I own it. But anyway, I never thought there'd be a Cowboys player that would make me as a fan. You can't like defense and not like Parsons. Like you just can't. It's impossible. Like the guy is made in the lab. Was he a first-round pick? Where the fuck did this guy come from? Like I'll be real. I haven't been as tuned in with the draft picks and shit since I've been so like balls deep in the UFC. Like where the fuck did this guy play college ball? What round was he drafted? Like who is this guy?
So before COVID, he was projected to go top 5, not this draft, but the draft before.
Then he sat out?
He sat. He didn't play the whole year. So originally, bro, we wanted J.C. Horn or Patrick Surtain from Alabama, the corners. We wanted to go corners. So both of them went. Like we had, I think, because we were trash last year. That got hurt. So we had like a 8th or 9th pick. And both of those corners went before they got to us. So we traded and we traded a pick and went 12th. Micah Parsons fell to us, bro. And like
where did he play? He played Penn State.
Penn State. Yeah, we picked him 12th in the first round. Like no one knew. Everyone was like, Mel Kiper? You know who Mel Kiper is, right?
Yeah.
Mel Kiper was like, he's the best player in the draft. Like Cowboys has got the best defensive player in the draft.
All that?
Yeah, he's like, they got the best defensive player in the draft. They got the best defensive player in the draft.
People talking about him. It was all Trevor.
Bro, he didn't
guys like Travis Etienne. And shit
he didn't do no combine stuff, nothing, bro. And it was like he showed up at his pro day and went like 4.32. Bro, he's like Patrick Willis, bro. Honestly, like that's the athleticism he has, bro.
You're right. In the modern game, they probably would have used Patrick Willis more like a Micah Parsons.
Right.
So you're right. Patrick Willis was an all-time. But he's rangier. He's longer,
Well, and I'm going to tell you, like, the first couple weeks, bro, you know how it is. It's like, like just like when you got from high school to college, it's like, the first couple games you think a little bit. You like, okay, like, can I make this play? Now it's like, see ball, hit ball. And it's like, he's moving so fast, bro. It's like, he's the fastest, like, okay, so it's like, He runs a 4.3, so he's like the fastest dude on the field. So it's like your running back can't beat him on the edge.
No.
And Patrick Mahomes, like that half a second, Patrick Mahomes and them think that they have from most linebackers, you don't have that when he's coming, bro.
No,
it's
and like he plays inside backer too, which I love former inside backer, big. And so I mean, the guy's an absolute stud. So
and then what helps him too is like DeMarcus Lawrence is a monster. Randy Gregory's a monster.
Gregory got his shit together. I thought he was heading down the Alden Smith.
Hey, Jerry Jones like hood stars.
Yeah, no.
But your boy too. Your boy from OU, Neville Gallimore is a beast. Like, yeah, right. So it's like we have our D line is crazy. So now, like, we have all of these guys. Like now, you don't know where they're coming from. Where we're gonna put him? Where is he blitzing from? Are we gonna put him at defensive tackle or defensive end? Or he's gonna wait and come up the A gap?
Like almost like a Giannis Antetokounmpo, or like the whole like positionless basketball, but it's like positionless front seven. The Cardinals have a lot of guys like that too. They can line up in different places. That type of defense, that's the cutting edge.
And then, bro, no one knew like Trevon Diggs was we didn't know that either. Like,
what a guy. What a guy.
Bro,
that's another guy. I don't got a negative word to say.
It's like, honestly, like, and I feel it, like, I tell everyone, it's like, for me, I get it, I understand, like, but it's like, man, bro, like, what we got brewing right now, it's like, how I feel, completely honest as a Cowboys fan, I'm taking all my biases out of it. It's like, that got every tool he needs to win the Super Bowl, fam. And he got the coaching staff now.
Which also means he has no excuses, right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
If we drop in the first round,
money, the hell,
you have to start asking yourself, if he don't win with this team he got in the next 2 years, is he the guy? Like,
and I'll be real, and I guess I can't say I'm unbiased. Like I said, I'm not a Cowboys guy, but like, I don't think he is. Like, and I'm not saying I think he's trash. I just don't think he's like cream of the crop. I think he's like damn good, which damn good can win a Super Bowl. So like, I just think I just don't know if he's like no. But that's another thing. He's still pretty young. Like people forget. Tom Brady wasn't like a GOAT like until like 9 years in the league, or you know what I mean, 8 years in the league. I mean, he had already had a couple Super Bowls. You don't have to tell me, but I'm just saying, like, people, like, it was a defense. He was called kind of a game manager. Them first 5, 6, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
he wasn't like.
Well, that's what I was literally about to say, that, bro, because I can have this intelligent football conversation with you.
Yeah.
It's like Brady's always been like that. Brady will throw for 120 yards if that's what it takes to win the game. He don't give a rat's ass about stats. And, like, I feel like that's the battle the last, like, 5 or 6 weeks Dak is facing. And I feel like Dak is at a point where he feel like he has to prove to everyone he's worth $40 million a year. It's like, bro,
I don't know if he is, bro. Like, it's funny that you don't like Trey Lance, because like I honestly see Trey Lance as like being like a Dak, like not yet, but like as far as like, because what I'm saying is there's guys like Dak who like the ceiling's high, but you see the ceiling, like it's there, like you kind of, I don't know, at least that's how I feel. Like a guy like a Joe Burrow. Or like these young cats, or like a homeboy from the Chargers. I'm drawing
Justin Herbert.
Like these young cats, man, like they make me think like, damn, like I don't know if we know how good this can be. Like this could be.
Well, the thing too, I think for everyone too is like you got to realize this too. Like we're predominantly run team. We don't run the fucking football on you. So like Justin Herbert and Joe Burrow get to throw the ball 45 times a game. And it's like, and I'm not saying, like, I don't think that's good for Dak Prescott's style. Like, I think, see, this is where what pisses me off about coaches. It's like, don't draft Ezekiel Elliott and then start running fucking in reverses and pitching him the ball. Like, that is not what you saw on tape when you drafted him.
Time out. Real quick, because this is literally one of my questions I have, like, written down, and we're kind of like a natural transition point. Is Zeke washed?
No.
Question.
No, bro. Zeke is literally the reason I'm gonna tell you this, and you'll understand this too, is it ain't no knee bruise, bro. They're telling everyone it's a knee bruise, and it ain't.
That's fake news. That's cap.
Zeke is still top 10 in the league right now. Zeke still averaged
healthy.
4.5. He averaged 4.5 yards a carry right now, and he's getting. I mean, Zeke last week had 13 carries for 62 rushing yards. So, like, what if he was healthy, he would get those other 7 or 8 carries that Tony Pollard get. He'd probably get 100. See what I'm saying?
No, I feel you. Valid points. Not disagreeing with you. And I don't watch as much Cowboys football as you do. So I'm literally asking. I'm not projecting. From what little I've seen of him this year, which I admit is a little bit. And I'm a big eye test guy. I watch so much UFC that I'm an eye test guy. Like, a guy could win a fight but look like shit, and like I can tell a guy's like done even though he won the fight. But like what I'm getting at here is like when I watch Zeke, just eye test, like not stats, not like, but just I don't see the get up, the accelerate. It's not top end speed. Like people saying he's slow. I don't think he's slow. It's the burst. Like that first 10 yards looks different.
Well, Zeke was getting 400 carries a year for the first.
Oh, I know.
5
I
years.
know.
So no, I completely agree. I don't think Zeke is as snappy as he used to be.
Not as sudden, like fast twitch.
But
slower.
But when you watch Zeke though, and the cool part about Zeke, like, and I I watched the game almost like you probably too. It's like we watch the game in a different lens than most people. So like I can see, like I'll watch Zeke like right now, like Zeke's good at the jump cuts, right? It's like he can't even jump cut right now. So, like, a lot of times, Zeke making people miss in the backfield before he even hit the line of scrimmage because he'll jump. See, and I think it's just like how I think of it, of Zeke and Tony Pollard, because it's like one of your questions is probably, do I think Tony Pollard's better? And it's like that's like what's up in the air. That's the difference, I think. Like, when Tony Pollard gets plays, we're getting him in space because that's what he's good at.
You gotta have both nowadays. You gotta have both,
like,
especially with 17 games. There ain't no such thing as a belt. Like, I don't think we're gonna see like LaDainian Tomlinson cats like doing everything every game every season.
Well, I feel like Zeke is maybe like the last one. Like, right, he's playing hurt. He blocks everyone. Like, he block his ass off.
I know, but bro, I think that's catching up to him, man. What I'm getting at is, I'm not saying it's fault of his own.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's like mental weakness or he ain't working hard or he's partying too much. I just think it's catching up.
He's beat up.
Which we've seen. I mean, it's a story as old as time with the running. Even the great Bo Jackson.
Well, look at Derrick Henry. He gets 300, 400 carries for 2 years.
Oh, it's so tough.
And he's
it's almost like selling your soul to the devil. These coaches sell their soul for one, like 2,000 yards, 1,700 yard season, 20 touchdown season, and you burning through your bankroll too fast. You know, bud. You know what I mean? Like it's a finite resource. Chael Sonnen always talks about in MMA how and I don't think football as a whole is true, but the running back position I relate to this. Chael Sonnen always talks about a lot of sports you get better with time, basketball, baseball. And in MMA, you don't. You leave something in the cage every time. Chael Sonnen has this theory, and like especially them wars. And I think that's kind of what we're seeing with a guy like Zeke. Like that shit don't come for free. Them 400 carry seasons, them 2,000 yard seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't he got his money. I'm happy he got his money, but as like production wise, I think we're going to miss out on the back end. I think we paid the piper up front.
Well, I think like at this point, right, you look at Zeke's stats, it's 1,900, 17, 16, 15, right? And it's like, those are amazing seasons. Like, I think at this point, right, it's like I think Zeke got 4 years left on his contract. And like, if we can get 1,100 a year out of him with Tony Pollard, you win that contract. Like, you win.
You're right.
It's like